I do the munch. I do the Michelin munch. Stop 12 on my quest to visit all 291 Michelin-recognised eateries in Singapore. Today, I am in the east at Bedok South Food Centre with my number one favourite mother-in-law. We are here for Hill Street Fried Kway Teow, the first of this journey and not to be confused with the stall of the same name at Smith Street, with which it is unassociated. We arrived 2 minutes before opening at 10:58 in a mood that could be described as smug. On arrival, we were met with a queue of people who had been in place since 10:30 a.m. and who looked smug like us, but a little more so. We quickly began chatting with the lady behind us who had been a patron for over 40 years, and she informed us that there is often a waiting time at Hill Street, whatever time of the day or week you visit. Her tip was to eat a little kaya toast before joining the queue to avoid getting hangry. I knew immediately we were going to be pals. It's the aromas, you see. It's always the aromas. Founded in 1961 by Mr. Ng, his son Yao Kiat, who was previously a driving instructor, took the wheel after his father's ill health and passing in 2018. He is assisted by a family member who takes the orders and handles the money at this strictly cash-only stall. This is one of the cleanest and most orderly hawkers I've ever seen, fully deserving of its A rating. If this was a ship, it would very much be in shape. Despite the organisation, it took approximately an hour for us to receive our order. I believe there are two key reasons for this. Yao Kiat works fast, but meticulously fries each plate to order, with the equally meticulously written orders provided on the counter. The second is that many in the queue order multiple packets to take back home. And I can't blame them, but I do see you, Miss 8 packets. Fortunately, this allowed me plenty of time to capture the process. Char Kway Teow roughly translates as stir-fried rice cake strips. And whilst perusing the literature, I learned that in September 2010, the price was $3. 16 years later, the increase is a mere $1.50 per portion. An utter bargain. We ordered one with spice and one without. I went with a little heat, but actually wish I dialed this back a bit, as it was extremely powerful. Through the warmth, you could pull out distinct ingredients and flavours. Juicy plump cockles, Chinese sausage, which I thought was particularly flavourful and delicious, chives and bean sprouts cooked to perfection, with little cubes of pork lard added throughout. The overall effect was something that is sweet, savoury, spicy and crunchy. I read later that Mr. Anthony Bourdain came here in 2006 and described it as gluey, which I think is perfect. I miss Mr. Bourdain. I also read later that after taking over, Yao Kiat cooked for 6 months before his father would even try his creation, and it took a full year before he passed his frying test. Based upon the demand I saw today and the end product I tasted, I'm sure Mr. Ng would be very pleased indeed.